The success of a project comes from the time, effort, energy, dedication that you put into the strategy, the actual thinking of the project. If I had this type of thinking when I first created our first workout programs or first online products, I would have got a lot more done in less time, that's for sure. Monday, another week, final week until we're taking a little bit of hiatus. More of that to come very shortly, but got a big week ahead actually. New clients to onboard, Campbell Media Group, excited about that. Gonna go and help more businesses do more business. But yeah, got a number of things. Looking forward to actually spending some time over the next couple of days, really fine tuning what I got planned for Bali, for our Unleash Your Greatness Bali Escape. So that's gonna be great. And I've got our Authority Academy 3-day live event, my last Authority Academy 3-day live event that I'm going to be doing. That's a couple of weeks after when I get back. So funny, that's about 5 weeks away, but I need to start planning, mapping and finalizing now because of all the other things that I've got in place. So the Unleash Your Greatness Bali Escape is part of our Unleash Your Greatness brand, which is a self-help personal development workshop where instead of running it in a boring room here in Australia, we're going to go to Bali. So we've got a nice resort on the beach. So a lot of what we teach is all about your surroundings. You can excel in a certain surrounding, and I think there's nothing better than learning in a specific surrounding. It really amplifies the lessons and the teachings that are going to go on. So last year was amazing. People were having breakthroughs left, right and centre. So really looking forward to what we're doing this year. Got a few new things happening. So as always, trying to evolve, trying to make it better. The question is, how do you make it better than last time? My philosophy, if it isn't broke, break it. What I mean by that again is just keep trying to improve it, keep trying new things that you could see as a potential benefit instead of doing the exact same thing every single time. We've got something really cool that we're doing. Can't tell anyone though, so I'll have to zip it up. That's it. And then I'm going to take a few days off afterwards and actually have some me time. So looking forward to that even more so. And as soon as you admit that and you put it out there, generally that at times can be enough to get you back on track. So fill me in, how have the last couple of days been? What's the, from your perspective, given that you got 7 days and you're going to be away for 7 days, what are the top 3 things that you need to get done this week to move forward? What are the top 3 things? And if you're not really sure, look at what you were doing before you got off track and what were they then? Must be the time of the year, because I know for several of my clients personally, a pattern that keeps popping up of the last couple of weeks especially is the falling off the horse. And I think it's very, very important to know that, look, you're going to fall off the horse. The reality is, I've been in business for years and I still fall off the horse. The fastest way to get back on the horse is to not dwell in what you haven't done and focus on what you can do. Spending time in the past is not very productive in the sense of what you need to do now to move forward. It's like being put into, or you're walking down the street and all of a sudden you're in a pile of quicksand and you're sinking to the bottom. Now you can sit there and focus on, oh man, I'm sinking. Oh, this sucks, but bloody sinking. Oh, I'm gonna die soon because down to my chest, now I'm up to my head. Or you can go, fuck, what am I gonna do to get out of here, right? Same thing with business. If you fall off and you feel like you're in a bit of quicksand, what are you doing to scramble out? And sometimes there's no magic answer or no magic pill that you can take to get you out of it. You just gotta scramble. You gotta break the pattern that you're currently feeling, and most of the time you're feeling sorry for yourself. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. I had to tell myself that the other day. I was like, oh, I've got so much on, I got this, I got that, I got this responsibility and I still haven't done that. It's like, Brett, come on. You're just whining. No one's gonna come and save you. So just get out of the quicksand by yourself, Not the most inspiring advice. But it's true, sometimes you just gotta put on your big boy, big girl pants and look at children, man. They'll be running, they'll fall over and they'll look around. If they can't see anyone, you've seen it where you will see a kid walking around and Or they'll be running, they hurt themselves and you're like, oh, that must have hurt. And they're looking around and they can't see anyone, so they're like, carry on. But as soon as the kid sees that you're looking, they're like, because they want the attention, you know? Stop being an attention seeker. Get back on the horse, start riding. It's true though, like if you're focusing on what you haven't done or what you didn't do, you're gonna get more of that. It's simple. You know, whatever your belief about law of attraction is, what you focus on, you get. Within reason, of course. I'm not here to say you just focus on money and you've got it. But I'll tell you what, you're not gonna make money if you're not focusing on it. Because what you got to remember, a lot of guys at support level are just support level. You know, they're not the technicians. And that's where I'd put a note and a reference to be following that up every single day until we get an answer, or else it just gets lost in help desk world. And that's why we always need to go back to the raw data. How many actually is sitting in the database? And it's always good as a point of reference to always just go in there and check, because there can be duplicates. Like even in Infusionsoft, you know, it's okay to check the leads and go, there was 83 yesterday. Then you scroll through and you can see duplicates. It's important for us to go in and delete duplicates. Because when you're dealing with more than 10 leads a day, and some funnels we have, hundreds of leads a day, it can be so easy and skew-whiffed. On another level is personal tracking. So for our own personal productivity. Now I know we've been alluding to the Google Calendar as, fill out this, fill out that. But that obviously breaks it only down into a 30-minute increment, and it can be, that again was probably the personal calendar more for personal, what he got on for the day looking, which is great for a projection of the day. But what we want to do is, so say for example, you're working with Jake then half an hour on analytics. We want that to be a trackable process. Yeah, it's getting into the habit, and that's the first thing, is making sure we're in the habit of, like he's even got a timer running now. He just click, the timer's running. So if we're here for 5 minutes or 12, 20 minutes, he'll just go, done, chat with Brett about time tracking. Ideal, perfect, is we work on something, we track it. Now we understand that that's not always going to be the case, but getting into the habit of going, okay, just did that, quick, tracked. So just spent last couple of hours strategizing new clients, new strategies that we're going to be onboarding with new clients, how we're going to execute it. I think a big lesson in when you're starting new projects is the success of a project comes from the time, effort, energy, dedication that you put into the strategy, the actual thinking of the project. In this day and age, it's so easy just to jump into a ClickFunnels or a Lead Pages, or you're building a website and it's up in a day or two, and you're like, well, that was easy. And then you realize that I probably haven't put the right strategy or the best steps forward. What we love to do is we love to, it's not just me going, here's what I think. I always love my ideas challenged. Collectively, when you're in a group of people, sometimes some of the best ideas come from the people that you least expect. And you're like, I'm glad I actually discussed that as a team. So I think it's super valuable to be able to spend the time up front. And that's something that we do, and I know that's different, and I know that other digital agencies aren't doing it to the extent. I think we just spent the last 2.5 hours in here strategizing a client's campaign, what we're doing, how we're going to execute it. Then we go, how can we make that even better? We expect more from ourselves, because again, that's one thing I know that is going to give the best chance possible of getting amazing results. It's the time you put in the front. I always say this, it's like, what are you willing to go without up front to get at the back? If that means we have to spend a lot more time just even on the strategy, and that's before even executing and building and doing all the tasks. Through a strategy session, which might take you a couple of hours, you might identify something that stops you from doing something you normally would have if you didn't have the strategy, if that makes sense. So mapping it out, and then once you have the strategy, going to draw the timeline of what needs to be done, the times, when's it going to be executed by, when's your 50% completion date. So you're setting up milestones along the way for a project. I think it's really important. If I had this type of thinking when I first created our first workout programs or first online products, I would have got a lot more done in less time, that's for sure. I was sort of like building them on the fly, going, I think I now need to do this, I need to do that. Oh geez, I need a shopping cart, I better get one of them, without actually sitting down thinking of the overarching strategy. I hope you liked today's vlog. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share, tap the like button, the love button, subscribe button, any button that you see around this video, I'm sure you could tap it. Also, please be sure to leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.